Yo, it's 7:55 p.m. here on the 13th of May, 2023, and I'm currently currently watching or I was watching the Dynamo game, and it got delayed due to severe weather. We just had some intense rain overhead. It's been raining kind of off and on all day. I've been getting these bands like coming up from the Gulf and just going over. And this little thing was just above us. This was just above us, and I'm hearing some thunder. I really haven't been hearing anything, but I suppose there was some lightning that occurred near near the stadium. So I heard a little bit of thunder here, so I figured might as well like the end part of. There you go. Like some of the chaotic part has already gone by. That's what I'm trying to get at. And now we're at the less chaotic part where there's more lightning. So if you give me a moment, I'll get this set up and we'll see. I was planning to do something later because later tonight we're supposed to get more intense stuff. And I thought that would be the best opportunity. It's a strange looking sky. All right, three, two, one. Yo, it's a very interesting looking sky. I'm gonna go get the GoPro set up. Maybe we'll see a little bit of light. Maybe the GoPro set up mostly just to like putting a longer lasting battery in, plugging in the charger, and getting the scene of the areas that would get water in it. You're wondering? If there's storms later too, I'll also report those storms. I'm just so behind because there's been so much storm activity recently. I'll take an extra battery too. quickly did it go down it? Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back in here. I saw like one brief flash of lightning. I think that might have been some lightning. That was definitely some lightning. So there hasn't really been that much. I was surprised that they stopped the game. They said that meant that there was a lightning strike within 8 miles of the stadium. But there were no lightning strikes according to the. I mean, I think they're north, But that means the band that was just over us, the thing that was just over us, is now making lightning that way. There's another one. So it's like all of a sudden it became lightning prone. I mean, I keep seeing flashes that I'm thinking are related to lightning, like reflecting off stuff, but I haven't really seen like lightning itself. When it was really raining hard over us, there was zero lightning over us. Like, there wasn't lightning. Even the Channel 13's Mega Doppler or whatever didn't have any lightning strikes over us. Lightning map didn't have any lightning over us. So the fact that I like put my intention, okay, I'll start recording, and then all of a sudden this storm that was like just over us that went north, I believe you can now see flashes of lightning reflecting off stuff, is I mean, I find that interesting. That was a flash. I think I see a bunny rabbit in the yard across the street. That was, yeah, it's like all of a sudden. Should I? Maybe I can take this camera here. That's what I'll do. So I don't think we're gonna see any in that direction, even though the sky looks pretty beautiful. But maybe maybe if I can take this camera out and like. Okay, I'm gonna unplug this. I'm gonna take this downstairs. I'll go outside with it. So. Okay, for sure, just saw lightning in that direction. So, I'll also say some of the stuff that you're gonna hear is gonna be related to the home theater. GoPro view is right next to it, so I can't really do anything about that. But I don't know, this might not be it for tonight. The models actually show more rain. See, there we go. So there was no lightning when it was above us. Like when it was right above us, there was none. And now there's clearly lightning, right? When I put my intention on, like, let's go record the lightning, or let's record in case there's lightning, and now all of a sudden there's lightning in this. I'm gonna run over to here. I also think that kind of gets me active, which, you know, you might see lightning stuff, who knows. Beautiful sky. All right, this might be a better view. Yeah, definitely seeing lightning. That was just above us. There's no lightning when it was above us. All right. Here, maybe I'll set this down. How high is this catching? Give me a lightning so I can see the top edges real fast. Okay, yeah. Pressing down on my right side. All right, I'll do a little more as far as. I think you saw that. Notice when I walk and I plant and I'm purposely planting with my right leg, and you see that kind of activity as I plant and push right. think everything is in view from here. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, I hope you could see that one. It might have been a bit too far above the trees. I can't tell. I'm trying to get it so that you can see the ground. And, you know, up in the sky. Alright, I'm planted pretty hard into my right heel. Some pretty cool lightning. Here, oh man. The GoPro isn't catching any of this. Let me go. I'd really like to go adjust where the GoPro's looking so it can catch this. So give me a moment and I'm gonna do that. Hopefully my phone doesn't get stolen or something. Just gonna leave this here. That thing was the Burger Daddy or something. No. Alright, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay. Yo, so I kind of ran like pretty full tilt. Honestly. So you might have even been able to hear it on this camera. What I'm getting at is if there was some crazy lightning that happened during that period, I ran full tilt, and that requires some muscle engagement, you know? Let me see if I can... Hopefully this isn't too high. This isn't happening too high up. I mean, we kind of want it high up so we can see it for a while, but we also want to be able to see, or I also want to be able to see what I'm doing. Yeah, that might be perfect, actually. Like a spirit bomb or something. People of Earth, lend me your strength. That was pretty bright. I'm not sure if I've ever been watching something. And it's all up to Yahweh. I think he gives me this chance to like interact with it to a degree. There are so many instances where you see as I exert through the right side of my body, you see lightning stuff, but honestly, I think it's all him, right? again, there could be a thing with like, just like it's Dragon Ball Z where all sorts of people, or like, martial arts stuff when I was growing up. Like, I used to like martial arts movies, stuff like that. And in those movies, or even like anime, like Dragon Ball Z or something, obviously I just said a Spirit Bomb quote, but like these characters have latent kind of energy abilities, and some are more capable than others. And where was that? That wasn't in the direction we were looking, so we might be getting more lightning. And if that's the case, I might adjust where I'm operating. But I can hear from like that up that way. Like, as much lightning is going on over that way, I heard the thunder off in that direction. And there's a flash that was not from that way. So we might be starting to get into the storm. Again, I wasn't expecting this until later. Dynamo game might be canceled just straight up if there's this much lightning around here. So I guess we'll see about that. But planted hard on my right side. So that's what I'm saying. Again, I think it's the right side because Jesus holds the 7 stars in his right hand and, sits on the throne with Yahweh, who has the 7 seals in his right hand. So just as I think Jesus is conquering at the 7 churches, me, Matt Wilkins, is conquering at the, Matthew Wilkins is conquering at the 7 stars or 7 lampstands. That's the goal. But I've spoken of like, I was speaking about like latent energy, like even kind of weaker characters or whatever have ability to do like energy attacks. And when I was a kid, I was growing up, I was like, maybe this is possible. I mean, it'd be hard to like verify it, right? But like, I actually think this gives you the ability to like see that kind of thing in action. If I can do this, but I don't think it's just the latent like energy stuff. I think it's the 7 churches thing. At least in my case. Also, I've said this before, in a lot of pictures I see the Monkey King or Goku doing this kind of thing, and like stuff like this, like stance like this, and you see me do it because it's physically like comfortable as I plant my right leg and can do these kind of stretches that like this really gets like deep in here and in here. And like as I'm getting in, there's a lightning response a lot of the time. Like, I mean, during these things, like again, I think an AI could verify that. Like if you didn't want to look through statistically. Like I think if I keep doing this, eventually it's either going to get so obvious I'm going to get so good at it that I can just direct it, or like even a commercially available AI would be like, yeah, he's clearly connected to the lightning stuff. You guys are just lying to him. Which I think works for most people, but I don't think that one works on me as well. I don't know, does it? Tell me. Doesn't seem like it. I mean, that was super bright, and I just went into like tree stand and really got deep into the muscle. And if I can explain this again, this hurts so much. I was hit by a car, and even after getting hit by the car, I was like, no, the thing that goes on with my right side normally is more painful. I mean, seriously, it is so painful. It's so painful. It's like tearing my leg open. Like, it feels like it's ripping my leg open and like replanting where the muscle meets the bone around my knee or something, and like stretching that and getting that strengthened from, like, again, I think someone directed one of these like energy attacks at me when I was younger or something. I don't know, some kind of martial attack, just like the Genesis 32 thing where Jacob deals with that guy and he wrestles with Elohim or whatever, and this man, it says it's a man, like touches him on his hip or on his thigh, and it like dislocates it or puts it out of joint or something. That's the best way I can describe what it feels like. And what it feels like I'm doing physically is like ripping it open and like forcing it to reattach it at the length that my left leg is attached to, which feels fine. And when I look at people, like, when I'm talking about mirroring with people, like, I bring up Alessandra Ambrosio a lot because she's like, about some lightning stuff. I've joked about lightning strike stuff, like if she's Jezebel as far as the seven churches things go. But Jezebel doesn't get struck by lightning, just FYI. Well, I mean, she might. She doesn't die from lightning. Remember that. But that, like, when I look at a lot of people and, you know, she's just attractive to, I think she's very attractive. So looking at her, you know, she's easy to look at. Hey, there you go. This is how you flirt when you have superpowers. But when I look at her and a lot of people, and I see their right eye, I can't tell. Some people, it seems more specifically like they're looking back, they're reacting, they're mirroring, I'm mirroring, and like, I look at like Alessandra Ambrosio's left leg, and a lot of people's left leg, even like athletes, and like Alicia Schmidt, the German track runner, or like Anna Markovic, or, you know, like soccer players, Rachel Bailey, like a lot people who have like clearly developed muscular systems, and a lot of them seem to have this issue that I'm talking about with my right leg. It looks like, from what I can tell, that they have a similar issue with their left leg. Now, I could be crazy. It could be that hypothetically I'm Yahweh on the throne and people didn't like that the way they could try to fight that was like create a system where they just pretended it didn't exist for a long time, and ultimately I'm like, you know, part of Revelation is like me forcing the point that I am on the throne of Yahweh, seemingly, and or the guy that conquers at the seven churches, right? And like that, like, I did a mirror thing or something, or they did a mirror thing, and it's like, this is how I can see who's looking towards me or something, or who's not. You know, I'm not exactly, I don't know for sure yet. Still trying to figure things out. I will say Yahweh knows for sure. There's like a lot of traffic moving around here, so hold on. I've never been hit by lightning, but I have been hit by a car, and I don't want to do that again. So... Woo! It's a great stretch. Oh my gosh. But like, you know, I'm looking at a lot of people. I also see people that it doesn't feel like there's any mirroring thing, but they don't have a left eye. So it's hard to tell, honestly. Like for me, it's hard to tell like who's what exactly. Alessandro Ambrosio does seem like a bad guy though, but I don't know if you can see that. As I'm walking, I'm trying to plant really hard into the right. Like that. Again, there was no lightning when this was above us, and I was like, should I do it? First of all, it's raining really hard, and I don't want rain in the room. But like, there's not lightning, like literally lightning map on this cell. There was no lightning. When it was over us, there was no lightning, no thunder, no... I'm not crossing. There was no lightning, no thunder. DWJ827 something. Toyota? I don't know. I feel like people are trying to signal at me, or something tries to signal at me, and it gets lost in the chaos of you just take in a bunch of numbers and letters and words each day, but that something can like exert into that chaos to get over, like, you know, I think this is what the type of stuff that like that was pretty big SIGINT people or whatever deal with, except they're looking through just chatter, and there's regular everyday stuff, and then there's like, you know, whatever kind of intelligence they're looking for, because whoever talks like that. And then similarly, like certain things, something seems to have the ability to, like, in my reality, I'll be looking at something and then something's trying to communicate. Actually, I think multiple things are trying to communicate, and like it's just difficult to decipher in the chaos. Oh, that was an interesting lightning bolt. Or I could see that one visibly through the tree. Something is like trying to communicate, and in the chaos of like however many words I take in a day, you know, it's difficult, which is why I do the story and pictures thing, because it's like, all right, this is very clear. There are times where it's very clearly not just chaos, and I feel like I'm like by showing there is like some kind of pattern that I'm seeing, and the pattern can clearly seems to be like some form of communication, that it's like similarly to this idea of order and chaos. And like that, you know, again, we're not far off from even like commercially available AIs just being able to say like, yeah, there is a clear pattern in this imagery, that people are sharing this imagery towards me, and then I'm taking thousands of people's, or hundreds to like a thousand people's images or whatever that they're getting over towards me through social media or whatever, that they're just putting out, and like putting together a contiguous like storyline that looks like one person just crafted it out. Like, not that, you know, it might look like I just made it, or I'm like conducting something. And my whole point is like, I think it's Yahweh pointing out that there is order to stuff, and that there's like nihilistic, atheist, I don't even know, whatever their thought process is, they got some kind of either no spirit or bad spirit, and they don't want this place to make any sense. They don't want life to make any sense, and so they do all they can to like obfuscate reality. And they're willing to lie. This is what I'm talking about with the, I mean, do I see a bunch of people with strong right eyes? They're trying to right hand, like, it overpower this situation, and I've caught it with my left hand. And like my right hand is like, you're seeing me opening it up, and it's like literally associated with light, not just lightning, but like, you know, the right hand of Yahweh. Probably like my right hand being associated with the right hand of Yahweh, or the right hand of Jesus, or something like that. That seems to be the whole point of the seven churches thing. Makes a lot of sense to me. Makes more sense than anything I've ever heard anybody say about the book of Revelation or whatever, okay? Woo. Okay, so I could probably sit here for I don't know how much longer and just talk on about this stuff, because I find it interesting, and I do think it's important. And you know, I'm pretty sure at some point some AI is just going to be listening to like, I think that whatever I'm saying here, if I can make a big enough point with my right side, and you see some, you know, or I pull lightning from the sky or something, like, I literally think the whole like beast from the earth thing is like, if I pull lightning down from the right side and I'm the dude on the throne of Yahweh, someone else somewhere in the world, in order to keep up, is going to have to pull lightning from the sky, right? And that's when seemingly they do these miracles, and they get 1260 days of like reprieve that Yahweh has allowed in order to show whatever, to communicate over some kind of point, to make it verified that it's exactly his word, because it took exactly those many days. Whatever reason he chooses to do it, it's gonna happen, right? And that's what I think that whole, you know, 1260 days in Revelation, or a time and 2 times and a half time, both in Revelation and in Daniel, are talking about. And so I have to do anything, make any kind of grandiose anything, gesture or whatever, for Yahweh to do something spectacular. Well, part of it is, if I'm on recording and I'm showing what I'm experiencing, right? And first of all, I've built up this like long term, I've been doing this for a while now, for several years. But like, I get to the point where it's just like, I can do do it whenever, where it's like much more controlled. Then we start to get to the point where it's hard to deny. So anyway, look, we're at 50 minutes. I think there's going to be more storms tonight. It's only like, I don't know, 7:30. Let's say it's only like I don't know, probably 8:30 to 9, somewhere in there. So actually, if I had just started at 8, it's probably 9 to 9:30, somewhere around there. I'm guessing. I don't know. 8:30 to 9:30. I think there's supposed to be stuff in several hours, and it's supposed to sit over us for a while. At least that's what the HRRR model was saying earlier. And when the conditions are set, you know, I can come out and personally, I think, oh, that was a big flash. I just looked over. Anyway, that's what the HRRR model is saying. And like I'm saying, I think Yahweh like brings the conditions here. I don't think I actively have to really do much for that, right? It's like this unconscious thing that Yahweh is doing. My license plate said NWN something. I don't know. This lady pulled into some house. I don't know. But I'm just trying to, because she pulled into some driveway here, and now she's parked over on the street over on the other side. Maybe she's looking for a house. I don't know. But again, it seems like people are trying to communicate, like, in ways that are plausibly deniable. That's why they do it in such a way, and it can get lost in the chaos. But they're clearly getting over a message to you that you'd see. Pressed into my right side. That's the one that I do a lot in my room, where I'm trying to press down on the back of my right heel. Looks like she's just making a delivery. She's just kind of looking at me strange, so it's like, just to communicate a message, she's just trying to like make sure I look. Alright, I think I'm going to end it here. Probably, you know, some more lightning in this off in the distance, but I think it's about time, honestly. And as I was saying, there's going to be more storm later, and I already have hours to go through, so if I'm going to be looking at storm video, I want it to be like, you know, right now it's just flashes in the distance. It's not exactly directly over us. Though, I do think you can still get, like, I can still use it, but when it's right over, and it's like, you get so much interesting, like, unique lightning too. I mean, that should in and of itself, the fact that I capture so much, like, unique lightning, like hours worth of, like, lightning storms and stuff, that maybe people have a couple of on their channel, but, like, I have a couple of them from last week, you know what I mean? Like, Yep. Not paying attention. This is already, I think, the person that I was talking about when I was like, I've already been hit by a car, so I'm gonna try to avoid traffic.
Hey man.
Yo. I just put it up on YouTube.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You gotta check. I'm trying to.
Oh, okay. Yo.
I'm the neighbor.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
I didn't mean to startle you.
No problem. You got a new car, so I was like.
Oh well, yeah. The other one got crushed by a tree.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that.
So they totaled it. So I had to get another one, but luckily they had this one.
This is the first one that I saw. Like, this is the first time I saw it.
It's not the color that I wanted. Whatever. Anyway, so you're opening up your own channel. It's cool.
Yeah, I just put them on YouTube because I record. We get so many crazy lightning storms, right?
Yeah.
So I just put them up on YouTube. If you ever, if you would like me to send them to you or something, do you want?
Yeah, sure. Right now, I have too many people that I follow, and I need to really call it.
Yeah.
Some people are not posting anymore. They quit.
Yeah. No, I gotcha. I understand that whole thing. I have
a handle. It's called Endocrine Musings.
Okay.
I don't know why I chose that, but it seemed weird.
Yeah. That you wouldn't have another person who's using it also.
Yeah, but I put a what do you call this? A comparison from solar energy, different solar energy companies, 3 different solar energy companies.
Mm-hmm.
About the solar panels that they're making and whatever.
Oh, okay.
But you got 3 views and
Oh, yeah. These don't.
Nobody wants to listen to that shit.
Well, hey, I capture some crazy lightning, and these get almost no views. So, I mean, for the types of lightning that pops up in these videos,
Yeah.
it's a little surprising, but it is what it is.
Yeah. You'll be surprised. Somebody might be doing a study and go, "Hey, I really like your stuff." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like one comment was that, "Hey, this is interesting, but you should have." It was one of those. You should have covered more about this and this and this. And like, I only have so many minutes.
Yeah. No, I
spend all week, all month.
I totally get you. Like, I'm recording on the GoPro, like, at the house.
Yeah.
And it's on the second floor, like, looking that way towards the lightning.
Yeah.
And, people are like, well, you shouldn't talk during the video. And I'm like, well, there's a whole view that there's no talking with that view. This is the one that's like the narrative view. You know what I mean? So it's like my experience in the storm.
There's a kid that I follow, and he's not a kid, he's a young man, in the Philippines. He's in a farming community. I swear to God, all he does is basically live his life and do cooking, but not in the modern sense.
Yeah.
Thatch roof, blah, blah, blah. But he gets millions of views.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
I mean, there's some channels that are just so niche, but they still get like, you're like, how does this video has 2.7 million views and it's like a guy opening a Counter-Strike crate or something? Here, we might be in the way.
Anyway, all right.
Hey, good seeing you.
I'll catch up with you.
For sure. That was a pleasant surprise. Oh, more neighbors. Hey, neighborinos. Just recording more of the storm.
Hey. A lot of storm here?
Yeah, we get a lot of storms.
Did you get a lot, right?
Yeah. Well, not in this video. I got it mostly over there. Yeah, over that way for sure. There was none when it was over us. That was the crazy part. Literally no lightning, not one lightning or thunder. And then as soon as it moved past us, it started lightninging. Lightninging. Yeah, I can believe that.
Yeah, it was.
All right. Well, see you guys later.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Well, interesting. So, first truck, neighbor's new truck. Like, this is the first time I've seen it, literally. I mean, it's nice. But, that was also the truck when I was like, I don't want to get hit by a car. I've already done that. I haven't been struck by lightning. I've definitely been hit by a car. So, and then I was like, when he stopped, I was like, is he trying to talk? And then, yeah, it's a neighbor. So, and then, you know, next truck, neighbor. So, but yeah, I think there's going to be lightning in a little bit. My guess is like tonight in the AM. And so, I'll capture that. I'm pretty much just gonna go up to the GoPro and like in both these videos, well, yeah, in both these videos, and then just go back and like, you know, this is gonna take a while because I have like so many other videos to timestamp. Like I'm literally like 6 hours behind on timestamping videos, and I just have to like, you know, it's like it's literally watching it and whatever. My whole point has been like, I think it's a certain point and AI will just be able to look over my videos and say when what happens if I'm looking for something specific, but I can't, it doesn't, you know, it's not manifest yet. So that AI, that there is AI that does that I know of. So I'm just gonna have to like, you know, timestamp and do my own, just like our neighbor was saying, like he did a study. I'm doing studies. Not a spider study though. And whatever that is. So, alright. Ending the GoPro video now. And I'm gonna end this video here. Hope you've enjoyed, and you know, I'm gonna go back. OBS will be on for a minute, but I'm gonna turn it off pretty quickly. So, hope you've enjoyed. Have a blessed one. Later. Yeah. Okay, well that was interesting. Hold on. Just spill water on myself. It's like debris of some sort ended up getting into the blowing in or whatever. Hopefully no spiders have come in randomly. Interesting video, not as long, but I think quite a bit of interesting stuff. It's probably good that it's not as long. Honestly, I'm getting tired of going over hours and hours of video content. Even if there's good stuff in it, just because watching storm videos for, I literally have out of 2 hours and 53 minutes on the May 10th, 9th, 10 a.m. storm, I have watched 1 hour exactly, and there's 2 hours and 53 minutes left. That's the one with the crazy, with a really crazy lightning in it. Lightning, where it's right over the house and has that interesting concussive thunder with it. It's like really loud, and like honestly, it was a bit like I was I was like, whoa, that was way more. I mean, that was like literally it shook the GoPro, which is like I'm not sure I've seen thunder do that before. But there are storms later too. So as I was saying on the iPhone video, I plan on recording those. So I'm gonna end this here because I don't want hypothetically I get 2 more hours later, 3 more hours or something. That's just another 4 hours of storm videos to go over. And even this part is adding to it, though. Once I get to this part, I know that I can just move on because I said it. I already know what's being said. But yeah. Okay. I'm gonna like start uploading this to the computer and moving forward with stuff. So hope you enjoyed this. I think I said some interesting stuff out there. I think there was some interesting lightning instances and stuff. I think one day in AI, probably one day pretty soon. I don't put this that far out in the distant future. Yeah, just a commercially available AI would be able to look at my videos and say, first of all, this guy has an insane amount of lightning videos to begin with. There's like a lot of electrical activity over him in his area, but no. But moreover, it's like he catches some of the most interesting and unique and just like large in quality and quantity lightning, and it does there do seem to be increased instances of lightning activity like within his own videos when he's doing certain things relating to the right side of his body or left side, but it's like the what I've said is completing the circuit. Uh, that a lot of it rests on the right leg being like incomplete and not connected properly. But okay, I'm gonna end this video here. Hope you enjoyed. Have a blessed one. Earlier I said in the thing about Alessandra Ambrosio, she seems like bad guy, a bad guy. If she's not, again, sorry, my bad. Like, like if you aren't the bad guy, then you aren't the bad guy, and I'm speaking out of turn, and like I don't want to do that because I don't want people doing that to me. That being said, I think at a certain point, once the lightning is like just pulled out of the sky, someone's gonna have to do some answering that they aren't doing right now. So, yeah, okay. Other than that, hope you enjoy. Have a blessed one. Later. Yeah.